Hi, my name is Joanne Smith, and I am doing my project on SACS accreditation and technology standards. I decided to do my project on SACS accreditation because the college where I am employed is SACS accredited, and we are currently working on reaffirming our accreditation. Accreditation is intended to assure constituents and the public of the quality and integrity of higher education institutions and programs, and to help those institutions and programs improve. These outcomes are achieved through rigorous internal and external review processes during which the institution is evaluated against a common set of standards. SACS is the Southern Association of Colleges and Schools Commission on Colleges. As stated in the Principles of Accreditation, SACS is a regional organization for the accreditation of degree-granting higher education institutions in the southern states. Its mission is the enhancement of educational quality throughout the region and the improvement of the effectiveness of institutions by ensuring that they meet standards established by the higher education community that address the needs of society. As of August 2015, there were 798 SACS accredited institutions of higher education. It serves diverse institutions in Alabama, Florida, Georgia, Kentucky, Louisiana, Mississippi, North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, Texas, Virginia, Latin America, and some international institutions. Accreditation by SACS Commission on Colleges signifies that the institution has a mission appropriate to higher education, has resources, programs, and services sufficient to accomplish and sustain that mission, and maintains clearly specified educational objectives that are consistent with its mission and appropriate to the degrees it offers, and that indicate whether it is successful in achieving its stated objectives. Why is accreditation important? Accreditation to a higher education institution means that the institution has been reviewed by experts. Students can believe the institution when they are told about courses, degree work and completion, tuition, and fees. In addition, employers want to know if the college is accredited before issuing tuition reimbursements. Lastly, future employers looking at resumes prefer future employees from accredited schools. Under the regional SACS accreditation, technology standards is only mentioned once in 3.4.12. This states that the institution's use of technology enhances student learning and is appropriate for meeting the objectives of its programs. Students have access and training in the use of technology. The current SACS Principles of Accreditation report was last revised in 2011. I would think that when the full report is revised again, it would contain more information about technology. However, SACS does have a current guide that has guidelines for addressing distance and correspondence education. The current trend in education is distance education. Many schools are completely online, but not all of those schools are accredited or accredited through reputable organizations. For accreditation review, distance education is a formal educational process in which the majority of the instruction in a course occurs when students and instructors are not in the same place. The instruction may be synchronous or asynchronous. The SACS Commission on Colleges states that the distance education course may use the internet, one-way or two-way transmissions through open broadcast, closed circuit, cable, microwave, broadband lines, fiber optics, satellite or wireless communication devices, audio conferencing or video cassettes, DVDs, and CD-ROMs if used as part of the distance learning course or program. The U.S. Secretary of Education recognizes accreditation by SACS in establishing the eligibility of higher education institutions to participate in programs authorized under the Title IV of the Higher Education Act. For policies and procedures regarding distance education, SACS uses the guidelines set forth by the federal government. These are found in 4.8 of the SACS Principles of Accreditation Guidelines. These state that an institution that offers distance or correspondence education documents each of the following: demonstrates that the student who registers in a distance or correspondence education course or program is the same student who participates in class or coursework by using, at the option of the institution, methods such as a secure login and passcode, proctored examinations, or new or other technologies and practices that are effective in verifying student identification. Has a written procedure for protecting the privacy of student enrolled in distance and correspondence education or programs, and has a written procedure distributed at the time of registration or enrollment that notifies students of any projected additional student charges associated with verification of student identity. The Southern Association of Colleges and Schools Commission on Colleges is a regional professional organization that ensures that the accredited higher education institutions are of quality and integrity. Accreditation is achieved through rigorous internal and external review processes during which the institution is evaluated against a common set of standards. The U.S. Secretary of Education recognizes accreditation by SACS and mandates guidelines of its own.